Okay, we're gonna continue with our crime section. So today, the first character is Wei. I have to find the last one you learned. Okay, then you can go on to the next one. Wei. So Wei, the original meaning is dog's bark. Okay, it's that's the original meaning, and then the right now it means obscene, vulgar, okay, that kind of thing. Okay, that's the main meaning. Other meanings not commonly used anymore. Okay, so just vulgar and obscene, vulgar, base. Okay, so that's the meaning. And let's take a look at that character. So you can see that, again, the left part, every time you see this part, that means it's an animal, okay? It's an animal with 4 legs, basically. So the things like dogs, these kind of animals, okay? And Wei, on the right hand side is the character Wei. It's representing its sound. And so this Wei means frightened. Okay, being frightened. So that's the meaning of this, the right hand side character Wei. And so put them together, that probably means that, dogs barking that makes people frightened. Okay. And so, and then later on, they change its meaning to mean vulgar, obscene, that kind of meaning. Okay. And next one, 蟹. 蟹 means so 蟹, the original meaning is underclothes. Okay, it's underclothes. So let's take a look at the character, and you can see that so this one, you can see that the inside, so the top part and the bottom part is a character called E. So that's basically your clothing, your garment, okay? But they split that character into half. So top half and bottom half, they split it, and they will put something in between, okay? And that something in between, it looks like a person is planting a seed, or planting a small tree or something like that. Okay, and so so this one, I think why this thing is. So I think this meaning is kind of a little stretched. So the what it means is that, when you're planting a small tree, right? So you gotta put it inside dirt, okay? And so this is kind of, it's a little bit stretched to mean that, so this clothing that's meant to be wear inside, okay, where inside, like the tree meant to be planted inside the dirt. So that's how they, means this is underwear. Okay, and so because it means underwear, and then it later on it means like disrespectful, treat with irrelevance. Okay, this is why is that? Is because you are showing the underwear to other people. Okay, and underwear is not supposed to wear publicly, right? But so this is it's saying like, well, you did, if that would be the case, that's very disrespectful. Okay, and so that's how this character become to mean that meaning. Okay, basically being disrespectful and irrelevant. Okay, so shit. Next one. So 妇 妇 means married woman. Married woman called 妇. Okay, but also means women in general. Okay, women in general. So let's take a look at that. So this one, you can see that it looks like a girl holding a a boom, right? Holding a holding the boom to clean out the house. Okay, so that kind of activity is normally done by married women. Okay, at least in old days, and so this is why they use that to represent a married woman. Okay, and so if you look at the very old character, literally that's the picture. Okay, and then of course later it is stylized more and more, and then becomes the modern ones. They simplify it. They just get the boom head still left there, the stick no longer there. Okay, so that's 妇.
请练习今天新学的字。
寡. So 寡 means few, means lonely, alone. Okay, little, weak, unlucky. Okay, so that's first meaning. The second meaning is widowed. Okay, just someone that without spouses. So that's the main meaning. Okay, other meanings like reduce, abandon. That's not common, not in use. Okay, commonly anymore. So just few, lonely, or widow, and widowed. Okay, let's take a look at the character itself. And so this one, first of all, when you see the top part, that part, remember that's a house. Okay, the original character, the side wall is all the way down to the ground. Okay, but the modern ones, they stylize it. They make it short. It's just on the top, which is only have a rooftop. Okay, the side wall is no longer there. But the original old character, that's actually all the way down. Okay, so just remember that every time you see that, that's a rooftop. That means a house. So the character is inside the house. There's old man. Okay, one old man lonely in the house. Okay, and so that means 寡 means widowed, widow, or okay, so that's that character. 寡。
请练习今天新学的字。
屠 means slaughter. Okay, 屠 means slaughter. Butcher, slaughter. That's one. Second one is massacre. That means that that you kill a lot of people in one shot. Massacre. Okay, that genocide type of thing. Okay. So it's 屠 means like you kill a lot of people or kill a lot of animals in one setting. Okay, that's called a 屠. So let's take a look at it. All right, so this one, okay, so the top part, okay, the top part means dead body, corpse, okay, dead body. So every time you see that part of character, then you know that this character it related to death, okay. And so this one has that part, and then on the bottom is 主, okay. So this character, the bottom part character, means cook. Okay, the original meaning is cook. So put them together, that means you kill animal and then take the whatever the meat or whatever the thing that then you cook. Okay, so the original meaning is butcher. Okay, is butcher animals. That's the original meaning. So now it just means kill, and it means particularly means killing a lot. Okay, means killing a lot. And side like a 屠夫. Okay, 屠夫 means butcher. That the person whose profession is butchering animals. Okay, 屠. Now this one is also a family name, so I would think that those probably early days their ancestor is being a butcher as a profession. Okay, so 屠.
请练习今天新学的字。
路 also means kill, kill, and also means display killed body. Okay, so basically you kill, not only kill, but also you gonna display the killed body. Okay, so as a punishment. So this means kill and punishment. And okay, so let's take a look at it, that character. So this one, you can see on the right hand side is a 歌, right? And we will see this part of character many times. Okay, so that one, it's a weapon. It's a weapon. Looks like this. Okay, basically a long stick, and then there's a piece of metal, sharp metal. They put across. Okay, so that's a weapon. Okay, and so the original character looks like that piece of weapon, and then on the left hand side, on the top, there are two feathers. Okay, two feathers. Two feathers, and then on the bottom there's looks like there's a man, and then the man means so the bottom part is actually 六. Okay, so 六. This 六 means fly high. Means fly high. So put them together, you carry a weapon and fly high. So this means like you you carry the weapon, you get onto the battlefield with much excitement and enthusiasm. So this means you get really get up and want to go to the battle and kill. Okay, so that's the meaning. So this is 路 路
请练习今天新学的字。
Okay, B. B means fall forward and die. Okay, that means collapse. Okay, so it's also a kill. Okay, it's also a kill. B. Now, B not necessarily killed by someone. It also can be used by just the person died. But it's not natural death. Okay, it usually because of disease, because some event. That's called B. Okay. So this is just fall and die. Let's take a look at it. So on the top is a character called B. Okay, so that B, the original character, the B is a different B. Okay, it's more complicated, different B. And B, the top one, the original B, has a meaning of reducing and getting weak. Okay, and then on the bottom, on the bottom is the character called death. Okay, this character means death. So put them together. On the top is saying getting weaker and weaker, and bottom is death. So means that the person is getting weaker and weaker, and then eventually dies. Okay, and so but the modern one, they simplify it. They use a different character, pronounce the same thing, called a B. But it's more simple. Okay, to put them together. Okay, to simplify it. B.
请练习今天新学的字。
Let's take a look at it. Zhan. Okay, that one. Zhan. Zhan means also means kill. Okay, also means kill. Now this one means behead. Okay, which means behead. So now, why on the left hand side there's a chariot. Okay, there's a chariot. On the right hand side is an axe. Okay. All right. So now this one. Now this one, 车裂. Okay, so why kill has anything to do with chariot? So this is because in ancient China, there's a punishment. There's a corporate punishment. Is called 车裂. So 叫五体分尸分尸So how they do that? So basically they tie your hands, legs, and heads. Okay, and then using chariots to pull. Okay, to pull. So literally like you pull the person's body apart. Okay, that's the ancient very cruel corporal punishment. Okay, and also the axe on the right hand side, it's also a weapon. It's also a 刑具就是 corporal punishment weapon for chopping head, behead, or chopping your hands off, chopping your legs off, okay, that sort of thing. So put them together. So this means that they put two killing methods into one character. Okay, so this basically means kill. Okay, so 斩. Okay, so cut off, break off. Okay, so 斩. Now let's go back to take a look at the sentence. So 猥亵妇寡，屠戮必斩. So 猥亵妇寡. So 猥亵together is a word. Together is a word. Let's see. Let me do a Google search. I'm not sure how to. Okay, obscene. That's what it means. Okay. Weird, obscene as an adjective. Okay. So obscene. Well, this is a 猥亵. They also means can be used as a verb. Okay, so doing obscene act. Okay. So the target is what? Is married woman and widow. So 猥亵妇寡. Okay. 屠戮必斩. 屠戮必斩. 屠 means kill a large amount, large number of people, right? 屠戮. 戮 means kill. Means kill. 必 means kill also, right? That 斩 also means kill, right? So different way of killing. Okay. 屠戮必斩. So again, because we are studying the criminal section, so basically you are describing lots of different criminal act. Okay. So next one. 忙. 忙 originally means tramp or vagrant. Tramp, vagrant. Okay. So now it refers to wandering criminals. Okay, wandering criminals. So the old way, and it's kind of negative, but it's not so negative. But now this thing is super negative. Okay, this character. So basically, it's a wandering criminals. Okay. 忙 called 忙. The common character is 流氓. 流氓. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so and it looks like they have an eye, and then there's a pointy thing, okay, and then a pointy thing on the bottom, and so this is okay. So this is what this means is that in the old days, ancient times, so when they capture those people, slaves or enemies, and then oftentimes they will use them as slave, okay, and then in order to prevent them from escaping, fleeing, and they will carve on their face. So that's why this pointing little knife, under the eye, okay. So they just cut the cheek, and so to form a obvious scar, so to indicating like those this is a captured slave. Okay, and on the left hand side, is Mang. Okay, so that Mang on the left hand side, that means escaping, fleeing, on exile, that kind of meaning. Okay, so put them together, so that means criminal on the go. So basically, all right. So this is what the pictograph is telling you. 身 身 now 身 is girdle. Okay, so girdle means the a big belt around your waist. Okay, big belt around your waist. Now this is a common dress code in Asian China. Wearing those, the people who are called 士大夫. That means 士大夫 means you have high social status. So those people usually the governor or the head of villages and counties, things like that. Okay, so government officials, so called 士大夫. Okay, so they will wear that thick wide belt around your waist. Okay, that's called 身. Okay, and so then come the words called 绅士. 绅士 means gentleman. Okay, gentleman. So that's where this calling came from. Okay, and so you look at it, you see on the left hand side is 丝 字旁. 丝 that means anything with fiber, with silk. Okay, so that means this thing is related to silk. Okay, some kind of silk or cloth. Okay, and on the right hand side is the word 声 声 to represent its sound, and then 声 has a meaning of to tie. Okay, meaning of tie, of constrain, that kind of meaning. And so therefore that means you a belt around your waist. Okay, and this one, it's pretty much kept the original form. Okay, next one, 右 右 means instruct, teach, guide, advise. Okay, and the type of teach, instruct, guide has it's a particular way of teach, instruct, and guide is by asking proper questions, and then let the person figure out by themselves. Okay, so it's that type of teaching. Okay, and so it's not the form of just directly tell you everything. Okay, so this is called a 诱. So because that way of teaching, so it also means lure, seduce, deceive, that kind of meaning. Okay, because the teacher, right, the instructor wanted the student to do something, but he's not gonna tell the students directly, but he's gonna asking questions, give some hint, all kind of this indirect way, so kind of lure the person into doing what the teacher wants. Okay, so it's called 诱. So this one, you can see there's a talking face on the left. Okay, that's what we've seen many times. And then on the right hand side is 秀. 秀 has the meaning of of excellence, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, that kind of meaning. Okay, 秀 means good, just basically means it's outstanding, very good. For example, 优秀, right? 优秀 means outstanding. Okay, outstanding. So it's a talking head, and then 优秀. So this 优 means it's a rather positive word. Okay, so basically you instruct, guide, advise the person to become outstanding. Okay. So okay, now but currently this character, when they in use, it depends on the context. It could mean very positive, it could mean very bad, negative. So overall this is neutral. Okay, it depends on the context. Okay, so this is 右 yin, yin. So this is a disease, right? So you can see on the top, right? Every time you see that part called a 病字头, okay, so this means a disease. Okay, and addiction, so this means addiction, craving. Okay, let's take a look at the character. So look, the 病, right? So that 病, and we talked about before, this is actually a bed. Okay, a bed. So why it's a bed? Because a sick person, you know, only can lay on the bed. Okay, so sick, pretty sick, right? And so on the inside, is 隐. Okay, 隐. 隐 means 隐藏 means hide. Okay, means hide. Means 隐 means hide. Okay, so this means that you are sick, but you don't want other people to know. Okay, so you can see like why this related to addictions, right? Addiction is a sickness, but a lot of times people don't want other people to know they're addicted to something. Okay, they're craving something and cannot control themselves, right? So this is what this character means. Okay, Dao, Dao and Dao. So this character has two pronunciations. Okay, so the first one is Dao. Dao means pour something out of the container. Okay, turn upside down or go opposite. Okay, go opposite. Okay, so just remember, pour things out of a container, turn upside down, or go opposite, go opposite. Okay, and so that's the meaning. Okay, there are many uses, like 把东西倒过来，把汤倒啦。Okay, so that's the meaning. And let's take a look at the character. So this one has a person on the left hand side, right? Obviously have a person on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side is the word 到. So that 到 means arrived. Okay, means arrived. So now put them together, they mean fall. Mean fall. Okay, fall to the ground. Okay, fall to the ground. And so, and why person fall to the ground? That means arrive. I don't know. It's you just remember. I guess so remember the Olympic, the famous soldier, right? He ran the first marathon and you know, sending the messenger, and then he fell and died. Okay, because he's running too hard. Okay, 倒. Okay, so So 到. So when you pronounce as 倒 so 倒 means fall, fail, okay, be on the decline, or bankrupt, 这个银行倒了 that means the bank is bankrupt, okay, 倒 so 倒 and 倒 okay, and then next one 治 倒治 means put up, okay, set up, put up, establish, that kind of meaning, okay, 治 and then so that basically that's the meaning. So you just put, it could be put up, it could be put aside also, okay, that basically is taking action to put. It could put up or could put off or put aside, 都可以 okay, and let's take a look at it. So basically it means as the English put, right? So put or set. So it could put, set up, set off, okay, set aside, put aside, right? So this means put and set. So if you take a look at it, so the top, the original one on the top, it looks like a net, a big net, okay, a big net, and on the bottom is a character 直 直 means straight, means straight, means straight, and so means, this means that a net means being captured, okay, inside a net you can't escape, right? So being captured, and 直 means getting straight, so that probably means that you are being convicted, people think that you have committed some kind of criminal crime, but later they figure out no, you are actually innocent, so they straighten things out and then it will release you, right? So that's called that's the original meaning that the pictograph is trying to telling the story, okay? And so therefore this means that basically means settle a matter, okay, settle a matter, figure out and settle a matter, called a 直 okay, so depends on the context, right? It could be a positive direction or negative direction, okay? So best anyway, it's take action to settle a matter. 昏 昏 means dusk, evening, means dusk, evening, dusky, dark, dim lighted, muddled, confused, okay, confused, confusion, chaos, okay. So two things. One is literally means dark places, okay, has very, very little light, so it's really difficult to see, okay, that's the first meaning. The second meaning is figuratively, that means your mind is like, getting a dark place, so that means you're confused, you can't think clearly, you feel muddled, okay. Also to describe a situation, that means the situation is very chaotic, okay. So that's the meaning, okay. It also means that can mean lose consciousness, okay. 昏倒, that means you lose consciousness and fell, okay, faint, okay. So let's take a look at it. Now this one, you can see there's a sun right there. There's a sun, right? There's sun, and then on the right hand, on the side, there's a person, and the person is put out his hand right there, and then the sun is underneath. So this means that the sun is setting. The sun, the position is right underneath the person's hand. So that means the sun is like really low on the horizon. It's at the moment they're gonna disappear and going down. Okay, so that means dusk. Okay, and that means dim lighted. Okay, so that's what the pictograph is saying. So see the original character, it looks just like that. Okay, then of course later they simplified it. Sorry. Okay, so next one. An means dim, dark, dull. Okay, dark. So that's the original meaning. And then again, figuratively, they mean a person stupid. Okay, also mean something secret, something unclean, something underground. Okay, underground, or to keep silence. So that kind of meaning. Okay, and let's say take a look at the character. So this one, you can see on the left hand side again there's a sun, right, on the side, sun, and then on the right hand side is in. Okay, in the original in, has a door on the side. Okay, on the outside. So in is inside the door. Okay, so this means that it means close the door. Okay, close the door. And so the Asian house. Okay, it's not like modern house. We have bigger and bigger windows, and so we can have lots of natural light to get inside the house. But in a very ancient times, houses is not like that. Okay, you have smaller windows, and then when you close the door, inside is pretty dark. Okay, so this is why it says, the character is saying that you are inside the door is closing, and so that means it's dark. Okay, dim. So let's take a look at the sentence. So 盲生诱引，导致昏暗。Okay, so 盲生诱引，so 盲 means wandering criminals, right? So wandering criminals, and 生 actually is 生 is actually refer to people with good social status. Okay, and so this is talk about all letters of social classes. Okay, from lower to high. So what they do, 诱引. So they seduce everybody into addiction. Okay, into addiction. 诱引. 导致昏暗. 导致昏暗, that means 导致 means they how do I say this? They turn social order upside down. So they will make bad things seems good, make good things seems bad. They just mess up the moral standard, confuse people, and basically make the society chaotic. Okay, and 导致昏暗 that means when they do that, then the entire society will be very, very dark. Okay, confused, and as if in a dark place. Okay, so fictively that means the society is in disorder. Okay, chaotic. So 导致昏暗. Okay, so that's it for today. Happy learning.